Hello, everyone. We are back after Ari's lame question right before we went on air. We are back with a final after show. I can't believe it. Those words coming out of my mouth. It's sad to say the final after show for Better Call Saul. This man, what a ride it has been, what a journey it has been. We're here at the end. It's all gone. It's all done. It's all over, and we are here to talk all about it with my esteemed panel here. We've got Ross Bristro in the house.
Hey guys, I'm sad, but I'm also happy. And then he's the GOAT. He needs to do one more original show and kick it out of the park, and then he's the GOAT.
I mean, he already is the GOAT now in my book because he's done 2 for 2. Not a lot of showrunners can say they've done 2 for 2.
Do you know who else then could be up there with the GOAT?
Who?
Kurt Sutter.
Which one? What did Kurt Sutter do?
The Wire? No. Sorry, The Shield.
Yeah.
And Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, wow.
But though he does have a flaw.
Good.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy is great.
And
so it's not good.
So he's doing Mayans, and he's doing Mayans, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've watched a few episodes of Sons of Anarchy. I've not watched The Shield.
Did you watch? Did you like Sons of Anarchy though? From what you saw,
I did. I enjoyed it from what I saw of it.
And then too, about speaking of after shows too. There's actually an actor from Mayans who's in Barry.
Oh, really?
It's Cristobal.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he was in that. That's cool.
You know that there's an Ozark actor in Tales of the Walking Dead?
Really? Which one?
They're not really remarkable in Ozark. They're fine. It's the guy who worked at the front desk at Ruth's Hotel.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
But though, yeah. Better Call Saul though.
So, well, hey, speaking of better ending, Better Call Saul or Ozark? What do you guys think?
That's tough.
I don't think.
I'm gonna go with my recency bias and say Better Call Saul, but Ozark is up there.
To quote Gus Fring, I do not think it requires a response.
Yeah. Oh, we've also got Ari here with us. What did you think of the episode overall?
Oh, it was great. I mean, don't even put it in the same sentence as Ozark. That's so offensive. But yeah, it was great. I loved seeing Marie.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of fun. Yeah, we got a lot of fun cameos this episode.
We also had a fun. I love the mid-quill stuff too. And
also seeing
what counts as a mid-quill.
Even though it was a flashback, we did get to see Chuck. We got to see Chuck again, which was cool, even though that was a flashback.
If that's a mid-quill, then aren't a bunch of scenes in Better Call Saul mid-quills?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just haven't they done that before?
I'm celebrating tonight with my Los Polos Hermanos shirt and my Mike's Hard Lemonade because it's the only Breaking Bad thing I could find. Mike.
Oh wow.
Mike's. Apparently Dos Hombres, which is made by founded by Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, that's their alcohol brand.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
What about it?
It's extremely rare. In in Virginia, there's one ABC store near me, and it's 30 minutes away.
What's ABC?
An alcoholic store, dude. Really?
No, Mike. You know why I was asking that too, though?
Why?
There's none by me at all.
Oh, really?
ABC, it's a chain?
Yeah, it's a chain.
I've never heard of that in my entire life.
It's the ABC store. That's where you buy like the hard stuff, like hard alcohol.
Never heard of it.
That okay? So,
But-
so it's kind of like Bevmo here.
Yeah,
Bevmo, I
something
haven't heard
like
of
that.
that either.
Okay, Bevmo stands for beverages and more.
Yeah.
Here there's Otto's.
But I think I've heard of Otto's. But the
Sure.
the thing though with the Dos Hombres though is like the nearest ABC store that it's at for us is 30 minutes away, and they had like one in stock, and I was like, really? I'm like, it's that rare? Holy crap! And I've got like, and put it this way, I've got like 4 of them near, like within good like 10 minutes from me, and the nearest one was like 30 minutes away. So I had it. So it's like, I'm like, geez, that's kind of insane. So I was not able to get that. So instead I got something lighter. But hey, it'll still work. So yeah, let's talk about, speaking of Mike, let's talk about that fun little flashback at the beginning. We got a fun flashback of the desert.
I don't know if I call it fun, but it was definitely a great scene.
Well, it was a fun episode when they were in the desert. I thought
Yeah,
I thought it was a fun episode. It wasn't fun for them. It was fun for us because it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, and then like, do what that episode reminded me of too, though.
What?
The Sopranos.
Which one?
Yeah. Oh, you haven't caught up near there yet.
Which episode though?
It's Pine. It's called like Pine Barrens, I think is what it's called.
Oh, my friend said that's the best episode of the whole show.
Yeah, it is. It's the best episode of the whole show, and it's like, but it's like an episode a lot like that, except instead of desert,
like,
it's like it's Chris and Polly, and they're stuck in the woods, and it's super snowy, and they're just stuck in the woods,
arguing like an old married couple too.
Yeah. So it's like one of those type of things to where there's, instead of a desert environment, it's a snowy environment, but it's still
when they
like,
find the car, Mike, remember
But the desert was only for one scene.
Oh, wasn't they were stuck in the desert the whole episode?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this episode.
No, we were talking about the episode of that of what
Well,
the
you didn't
flashback.
say that. You said
yeah, he did.
No, Ross said, this episode.
He said that episode reminded me of.
I thought he said this.
No,
he said that when we were talking about the flashback and stuff.
I thought he said this.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was a interesting flashback, and it's interesting that both flashback sequences, because we get one with Walter as well, both talk about time travel and time machines and all that.
What if they actually had traveled in time?
That would have killed it. That would have killed it.
That would have
definitely. That would have been awesome because it would have been like Back to the Future, but in Breaking Bad.
That wouldn't fit at all.
No.
You never know.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we pretty much do. But this ending fits really well. They stuck the landing. It was so well done. And yeah,
there was a scene though that actually reminded me of Joker too.
Oh really?
Yep.
Which one?
Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah, that was a really fun scene where they just start singing on the bus, and then it's just and like, man, what do you guys think? It has to be more than just Kim. Maybe it was just the whole like, maybe I think it was like, maybe he had a vision of what Walter was talking about with the regrets, and maybe that's why he decided to kind of confess everything in court. Because it's like, man, he had 7 years and then he pushed himself up to 86 years in prison. I'm like, that's insane. And I love how my favorite. my favorite thing of this episode is I loved how, like, Breaking Bad was a very, like, it literally ends in a shoot 'em up, because that's the kind of show that it
Yeah, of course.
was. But like with this type of show, I loved that it like ended in a reminder that this is a court drama.
Yeah.
And it pretty much ended as a court-centric episode.
Yes.
Is,
oh yeah, too, guys. We got to do our weekly thing that I just did.
What?
I looked up the couple. The one that always spoils stuff.
Oh boy. What did
No.
they say this time?
They did good. They did good.
Oh, and I'm still blocking. I'm still reporting them.
It says, okay, Better Call Saul season 6, episode 13, review and recap. Better series finale than Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Oh, so they spoil it every episode, but now they're not.
Yeah,
What the
apparently. I guess because it's the series finale. So.
But still, that's
so,
still good.
They're gonna spoil every other episode, but not series finale for some reason.
No. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, you're right.
I'd love to hear someone defend them.
Well, we have someone on the panel that does.
Who?
Ross.
What?
No, I don't subscribe to them. I just look them up. I look up to see what they're gonna spoil.
But Ross, you'll defend them?
No.
Oh, but Michael said you would. It's Michael.
Because he says he likes their content and that
I don't watch them anymore ever since he started spoiling. Like
I saw like a minute of them and they were pretty boring.
Yeah.
And they seem kind of
after they see the like Nachos, like Nacho's Last Stand. That's when I stopped following them.
Which that got spoiled for me. That's around when
that would suck to get that spoiled though.
It would, and that's why. And I remember being so upset. I was just reporting them that day, and then the penultimate episode when that came out. I guess they tried to make up for it because they were a day behind, so they posted their reaction.
Someone should have spoiled it for them
later in the morning or something. So it was like, okay, I guess you waited a day, so people who
I know what it was. I know what it was too. Since I follow them on their own personal Instagram accounts, which they don't spoil anything on there. They don't even talk about TV on there, but they say that the rabbit was getting spayed. So then they had to wait.
Oh, okay. So that's probably why. But
they should be pardoned from life.
They should be serving.
You know what that's from, right?
Oh yeah. They should be.
Okay, then what is it from?
It's
then what's it from?
I know what it's from. It's just not like.
Okay, then what's it from?
It's not on the tip of my tongue right now. It's just I can't.
So then you don't know.
Blinking. I know. People blank on things. Okay.
Yeah, but
no, you forgot.
Oh yeah, too though. Just like how you said that this is a courtroom drama show, right? Could this also be a love story?
Oh, by the way, I was right, and many fans were right. That it technically did. While it ended with Saul, serving so many years in prison now, or Jimmy, I should say, because wants us to respect him. Jimmy serving many years in prison. While it ended that way, it ended like a lot of people said. Kim and Jimmy reconnecting, and then them just kind of sitting there, laughing, sharing a cigarette, like they did when you first encounter them together, and then they're just having that time, and then always having each other, even though they're not going to be together. So I knew it was going to end that way. Many fans knew it was going to end that way. Ari was like, no, it's too for a show like this. And it's like,
no, that's not what I said. Again, putting words in my mouth that were never there. I said I can't see them having a happy ending.
Sure, Jan. You're
That
all
is
like,
not a happy ending. I mean, it's a little bit, but it's
no,
still not.
no, it's not a happy ending. I'm just saying it's what you were saying. Like, I don't see a little like I don't see them reconnecting together.
That's
Again.
not what I said.
I thought it was
No,
What did you
dude,
say?
Stop putting words in my mouth.
Well, I put
okay.
See, both of you, it needs to stop.
Okay.
okay.
We won't get there, but
Did Nolan put this?
maybe.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, Ari, we're just roasting you. Don't worry.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I'm worried. All right.
But yeah, no, it wasn't a happy ending. It was a little more happier than Breaking Bad, but overall, it was not a happy ending.
No.
What if Maria done a squat cobbler on the judge?
That would have been interesting.
And then
Do you know what my biggest surprise with the episode is?
What?
We're seeing Chuck again.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. We got to see Chuck again in a flashback. That was really cool.
What if he had said you passed the bar?
That would have been amazing.
Oh man, that would have been great. So first off, we have some comments here that we have Return of the Living Flat. Kyle says, "Hey, Michael Ross, Ari, hello." And then we've got Samuel Quintanilla. I think I've seen you here in one of these chats before. Your name sounds familiar, but I could be wrong. He says that was sad AF. It really was. It was sad as expected, but man, what a way to go out. Especially if this is like the end of the Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul universe, like this whole world they created, then it's definitely a way to go out. And they're the goats in my opinion. The fact that they can end 2 shows, starting and ending perfect with like no duds. It's just incredible. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about speaking of special appearances. We talked about Chuck. Let's talk a little bit about Hank's wife. You know what I'm talking about? Marie. Yes. Let's talk about Marie and her special appearance. We got to see another. I knew that maybe we would see another Breaking Bad character pop up at some point. But we
so the Hank thing was not pointless then, if you really think about it.
Wait, was not what?
Pointless.
How so?
Are you talking about the Hank thing in Breaking Bad or in Better Call Saul?
In Better Call Saul.
How does this make it not pointless?
Because Marie was there.
Oh, how does that make it not pointless?
Like, which Hank thing are we talking about?
He's talking about his arc in Better Call Saul.
No, not even his arc. I just mean how we saw him in Better Call Saul.
Oh,
I mean, him showing up wasn't pointless.
Yeah.
How was him showing up pointless?
No, I said it's because like if they would have, because like fans were always wondering, like, what happened to Marie?
But you think his appearance in Better Call Saul was pointless before this episode?
Because like he only had that one scene.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
He had multiple scenes.
Okay,
yeah,
because he had the scene in the car where they're like chasing down a car with him and Gomez, and then there was a scene where him and Gomez are like questioning. I think like was it Lalo?
Yeah, there was that, and then there was them going after that guy, and I feel like
I remember there was a scene with them laughing at a police station too.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but I still have an issue with that. I felt like their story was like incomplete.
Speaking of story incomplete, we're gonna get back to her because I do want to talk about that here soon. But I do have one negative of this episode. There was it's still like a pretty much a 10 out of 10 episode for me because I still like the highs delivered were just excellent, but like
To quote Two-Face,
that cat is expressing our excitement here.
Is that the cat from the game Stray?
Sure.
And I will get to your comments here in just a second, Samuel, but I do want to mention this. My biggest negative of this episode, cute cat.
It does look like the cat from Stray, though.
It does a little bit, actually. My biggest
They have a gender, you misogynist.
My biggest negative of this episode, though, is the fact that we didn't get to see. I kind of wish that we saw Howard's wife in the courtroom during the whole thing, or at least like more on her, because it's like, well, what is she going to do? Is she going to sue her? What's going to happen there? It's just like it dropped it, you know. It didn't talk about that anymore. It's like,
wait, what are you referring to?
Dude, pay attention.
Are you referring to Howard's wife?
Yeah. I'm talking about Howard's wife.
Why did you be so rude?
I'm not trying to be rude. It's just I literally say something and I have to repeat the whole thing, but I understand.
I was just making sure. Jesus.
But
Jesus, Marie.
But like but yeah, I'm talking about Howard's wife. I kind of wish she was present in the courtroom because you know how her reaction would have been if she got to see like Saul.
She wasn't
Jimmy
there?
No, she wasn't there. No.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's to me kind of a negative. I would have loved to have seen.
Why would she not have been there?
I don't know. They just dropped her storyline because they mentioned her in this episode, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, she might sue Kim because she has liability against her and all this stuff because after what happened there." And then they just dropped it, and it was like, okay, they just didn't really bring it up again. So, or even have her show up. I'm like, I feel like she should have been there. I mean, we got to see Gomez's wife, which is cool. We've never seen her, I don't think, before, so that was cool. But yeah, no, I would have definitely liked it if we saw Howard's wife in the courtroom. I get that there's going to be some answers not answered in this, or questions.
But that's not a loose end. That's just something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. You would also.
What?
You would have been really cool to see though a little bit.
What?
You're in Albuquerque, right?
Yeah.
If we saw Marie walking to her car and she picks up a rock and she put it inside of her purse.
Oh yeah. Because minerals.
They're minerals, you fuck.
That would have been a nice nod.
No, what would have been funny? No, what would have been even funnier is she picked up one, and then
Hank comes back to life just so he can say they're minerals, Marie. And
not Hank, but like someone bumps into her saying, "Hey, nice rock," and then she's like, "It's a mineral," and then she like walks off, something like that. That would be funny.
No, she says they're minerals, you fuck.
Yeah.
And then she says, it's Hankin time.
So, we've got Samuel says, I thought it was a great ending to a great show. I didn't want it to be Breaking Bad. We have that already. It was its own thing with familiar elements. Very well done, in my opinion. I agree. And then she says, Saul is right. Without him, Walt never could have been the drug lord he became. That's also true. But here's the thing. I do want to mention, like, I get Marie's angry, all this stuff. Saul basically has nothing to do with Hank's death. Basically. I mean, was he like helping Walt during that whole situation? Sure. But it was literally, I forget the characters' names, don't at me, okay? but Jesse Plemons and that whole gang, those people. It was all them.
Todd.
It was Todd. Yeah, Todd.
Todd. Remember fucking Todd.
Oh yeah.
I would never fuck a Nazi, but you do you.
But Todd and that whole gang there, it was pretty much on them why Hank and Gomez died. And it was on Walter. It was those two kind of specifically. Saul.
Yeah, but you get what he was saying.
I get it, but Marie though was blaming it on him, and I'm like, it wasn't really his fault, but I get what it. I guess I get out of anger she would be just so pissed that she has to find someone to blame it on. Because those guys are dead. All those guys are dead. So it's and Walt's dead. So it's she has to have someone there to kind of take it out on. So maybe that's why, but it was definitely interesting. And also, speaking of us not finding out what happened to people, David also says we did not find out what happened. David Moss, who's new here, welcome, David. He says didn't find out what happens to Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They also left that.
I hope he's okay. Jeffy. Oh, Jeffy, are you in trouble?
I think the Howard's wife thing is a little bit worse, but yeah, the fact that we didn't get to see Jeff.
I don't think we needed to find out what happened to Jeffy, but we did need it for the memes.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like you thought was going to happen, we did not see how Hector ends up with 2 goals. That's something we did not see. So, I guess we're just going to have to imagine that. I guess we're just going to have to imagine that in our head of how he ended up being with Tuco.
Tuco, no. Tuco got the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And then David Moss says no Skylar, but who expected? I mean, well, also who expected Marie?
Who wanted Skylar?
I mean, no one wanted Skylar.
Well,
it would have been cool to see. I know how they could have worked her in.
Walt's horny.
I know how they could. I know how they could have worked her in though.
How?
She could have been there with Marie.
Yeah.
Before emotional support.
Yeah, but at the end of Breaking Bad, don't they say that they're not talking?
Oh yeah, I think they do have a falling out or something.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. It's been
remember that was in season 1. They had their falling out. Remember,
what did you say?
Kleptomaniac.
Wait, Ross, what did you say?
No, they had a falling out in season 1, but they also had a falling out in season 5.
Okay.
No, Ross, I mean in the final episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because whenever she finds out that Skylar was helping all along, or not.
Yeah, I don't think. I think the implication is that she never forgave her.
Yeah. So I think there is. I think there's that. But we could have seen Skylar in a flashback sequence or something. So
the scene in Breaking Bad where Hank meets Saul, which in Better Call Saul we find out they'd met before. They make a your mom joke. Or do you remember?
Wait, what are you
in the scene in Breaking Bad when Saul and Hank meet?
They do.
Yeah, they make a your mom joke. Well, Saul does. Hank is like, where'd you get that at the whorehouse? And then Saul says, "Oh, you mean the one that your mom works at?"
Wow. Speaking of, David says, I wish Saul could have knocked up Kim in prison.
What?
Okay.
And then they named It's been
Do you
Jimmy
think that
time.
do you think that she's gonna leave her husband?
That'd be different.
Because I honestly do.
I mean,
I hope she doesn't. They're not married though.
yeah, I think they're just dating. As far as I
Yeah.
know.
How could you marry that guy? Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That was like, geez.
Yep. I hope
he
she doesn't
says-
go back to
What?
Florida.
What?
What?
He's asking, was any of it good? No. I'm like, what? You didn't like the
What? It wasn't. He doesn't think it was good.
I guess he didn't think the series finale was good. Guess we have a Better Call Saul hater in the house. That's fine. But you do you.
Let me guess. He likes Ozark.
Hey, you can like both, okay?
Ozark is Breaking Bad light, like Breaking Bad light for people who suck.
Oh, let's meet him, Mike.
It's
Okay.
You know he's probably cussing us out right now.
probably.
Hey, it would have been cool though to have a Better Call Saul Ozark, Ozark crossover. Do you know why?
Why?
Imagine Ruth and Mike meeting.
Dude, okay, I'm so confused by this guy. He says, was any of it good? No. He literally is questioning like whether it was good or not. And then he makes a comment. I guess does he just hate Breaking Bad? Because it says like Better Call Saul.
Wait, what? He said Better Call Saul. Wait. Hang on a second. Was it any good? No. But then he says Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. So I guess that means that he thinks he doesn't like either show.
Or it's like maybe he like just hates Breaking Bad, but then like he just like dislikes Better Call Saul. Maybe there's like a.
Wait, why the fuck did you unmute me?
Because I wanted to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah. Well, all I have to say is I don't know what I have to say.
It's kind of confusing. But hey, I mean, as far as Better Call Saul greater than Breaking Bad, I know people who've been saying that. Like, and
my friend has thought that since season 2.
Yeah. There's been people who.
Yeah, because like there is a real argument now.
Oh yeah, especially after seeing the whole thing finish now, seeing how well it's done. I mean, it's like, yeah, there's definitely an argument to be made that it's better. What do you guys prefer? Do y'all prefer Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
Breaking Bad, but it is close.
Yeah. What about you, Ari?
I think Breaking Bad is better, but I think that Better Call Saul has like, I don't know. I think Breaking Bad is better, but Better Call Saul is pretty good.
Oh, but though, you know what though, Mike,
pretty good. It's like really good.
Did you hear about what I said though, Mike? Imagine an Ozark, Ozark Breaking Bad universe crossover. Do you know why?
Why?
Ruth and Mike meeting.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting.
Or imagine if that were to happen.
What about Ruth and Tuco?
Oh my!
No. What about Ruth, Tuco, and Lalo?
No. What about
No. Then how about this then? Wife's dad and Mike.
Oh wow, yeah, that would be interesting. And who was that? Who was that crazy girl?
Which one?
Oh, what about Gus and the redneck lady?
Not Wendy, but the other
Darlene.
Like her Darlene. I was
imagine
Deborah. I was like, why did I want to say Deborah?
He said imagine Gus and
Darlene and Lalo.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Do you want to hear something insane? So how I was saying that the character in Ozark is basically a ripoff of Lalo Light? They were in something together.
What?
Oh, like a show or a movie.
Like which one?
It was called.
You don't know, do you?
Let me see what it was called.
I'm gonna go dark here, okay? 5
Why?
minutes. 5 minutes of meeting, right? Darlene kills Skylar.
Oh, jeez.
Am I wrong?
No. I mean, Darlene's is crazy. So
No. I just feel like Darlene was finding Skylar that annoying.
yeah, I could definitely see something like that. I
Wait,
also imagine a Sopranos and Breaking Bad kind of crossover.
What was the actor's name?
I
The
would
guy
love,
from
you know what I'd
Ozark.
love to see interact.
Oh no,
though?
yeah, it was
Who?
no. It was called The Perfect Dictatorship from 2014.
Okay,
Oh.
Gus, right?
Yeah.
Gus and Artie.
Oh, that would be.
Wait, remind me who Artie was?
Artie is in The Sopranos, right?
Yes. Yeah. Remember which one Artie is or no, Mike? Do you remember him?
Isn't he? He's one of the people that work with Mr. Tony, right? Right.
No, you remember like the hapless chef?
Oh, that guy, Artie. Yeah.
Imagine him and Gus.
Stuff.
Imagine him and Gus meeting.
That would be, yeah, that would definitely be.
Hey, he'd be dead, right? Do you think he would?
Oh, not on the spot. Gus is one of those guys who's very meticulous. He's very.
Yeah, but like he'd watch him cook, and then you know.
Yeah, but I don't think he would kill him off the spot. If he didn't get killed by Tony after what happened, then I mean, he probably.
I saw a great SNL sketch with the guy, you know, the shorter, bigger guy. I ran into him at Star Wars convention. He's actually kind of funny.
Which guy?
He's like shorter and kind of bigger.
Who are you talking about?
But there's this skit from like 2013ish, and Bill Hader is in it too. And it's The Sopranos, but it's on the CW, and it's a prequel where they're all in high school. There's a really funny scene where like Tony is threatening someone, but then the principal comes over and is like, "I just want to let you guys know, no yelling in the hallway." It's like, "What the fuck did you just say to me, Mr. Principal?" He says,
Hey.
"Oh, I just a suggestion."
Wow.
Ralph and Gus together would be scary.
Oh yeah, that would definitely.
Yeah, you know.
Ralph and Lalo. That would be scary.
Oh God,
that would be scary.
Is Pine Barrens kind of like Fly too?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, since it's like a filler episode, but like a great one.
You know? I honestly don't know if Fly is a filler episode, because a filler episode has no like really major things happen that affect the story, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can say that for Fly. There was a lot of meaningful stuff in that episode. Like Walt almost tells Jesse that he watched Jane die.
Yeah.
Somehow people forget that happened. I'm like, how can you call this episode? You can dislike it, whatever, but to say it has like nothing happens in it. Yeah. I'd say Walt almost revealing that is pretty big of a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's not like the opening episodes of Barry where it kind of started out and there was like.
But though this episode though, this episode was really great, and then like still I wish this episode could have been called a time machine though.
I like the idea of it being called Regrets. I think that would have been great.
That sounds more like a title that could have happened.
Because it's like regrets is very much the theme of the episode, about regretting, like everything that's happened in life up to that point. So
when I watch Breaking Bad again, I'm definitely gonna watch the Walt scene, like when it would happen.
But Ari, do you want 69mega.com fire new AI? 84% will find a girl for you.
Wait, what?
That's a bot that entered into the chat.
Oh,
that means we made
really?
it.
That
Yeah.
sounds interesting, actually. Well, let me tell Nolan about that. I should think he'll be interested.
Yeah, I think we will.
And then the
That should both do
Mickey
it together.
Mouse voice will come out. Which like he said that he does not have that voice.
Oh, ho,
If you tell
you're
me,
kicked. You're kicked.
What?
Oh.
You know, Ari, you just a fucking scumbag.
Okay, let's not talk about that homophone now.
yeah, let's get back to talking about Better Call Saul. So, what else do you guys want to discuss on this episode that we haven't really? Let's talk about the
Oh, Bill. Bill came back again.
Bill. Yes, he paid
Yeah.
Bro,
his
if you don't
bills.
know who that is, I'm literally gonna murder you.
I know who Bill is.
He
No,
paid.
I was talking to Michael.
He paid his bills. He was, no, I know who Bill is. Oh, yeah, he came back. That was kind of interesting.
I know people were saying that maybe Kim defends Saul, but no one ever thought to bring up Bill.
Yeah. And I honestly thought that when they were in the courtroom, I thought like he was gonna do something rash and like call Kim to defend him or something like that, even though she was there in the courtroom as just a guest or whatever. I thought he was gonna do something like that, but
No,
but-
she wasn't as a guest because he made up some stuff that would incriminate her. Isn't that why they brought her?
yeah.
What do you think he said?
Yeah, it's interesting. They left that kind of up to us.
I mean, I think it has something to do with Howard death that makes her look bad.
Yeah, I think so. I think that it was very interesting to see Bill come in there because they've always had that rivalry together, and now it's like he's actually helping him in the end, which is interesting. And I was very like, I don't know why I was shocked. Like, that's what Vince Gilligan does, but like, for some reason, I thought this episode was going to be kind of an on the run episode. So I didn't really think that he
like
would
the whole thing.
not the whole thing, but I guess I didn't expect him to be caught like that close in the beginning. I was like,
Hey, Mike, I got a question though for you.
I was like, that's early. You know,
how long was your episode though total? I'm just wondering. You know,
it was an hour and 12 minutes.
Probably like around an hour 18.
It was
hour and 12. Do you know how long ours was?
How long?
98 minutes.
Oh wow. So
Yeah, I wish it was longer. Why can Stranger Things have unnecessarily 2.5 hour episodes, but this can't?
When this actually needs it more, you know?
Yeah, this actually like would have benefited from that.
Because like we just talked about during this episode.
See, that's an example of someone having too much creative freedom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
It's like
I know why though. Is because you know, like the advertisers would never accept a 2.5 hour episode.
what on AMC?
Yeah, just in general, you know.
Well, Netflix accepted it.
Netflix doesn't need advertisers.
Oh, those, yeah, that's true.
Well, the advertisers can suck it.
They pay for the show.
Yeah,
They can suck it.
Hey, but now Netflix is adding an ad tier. So
Yeah.
Oh God.
So they will eventually be.
And they said it's going to be like the Hulu ad-free one, though. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Where there's sometimes like one commercial.
Well, every time that Ari and I watch something on Hulu together, he has like a bajillion commercials. And like,
no. I mean, like how the Hulu ad-free, how they'll have that one commercial in the beginning.
I never get commercials.
Oh, John Campia says that he does.
Like I get I will only get like a sort of like intro thingy majig, but I'll never get like commercials. It's
yeah. Oh yeah, two. But now, like, do you know which two that I noticed though are the worst for the commercials though?
What
are like the free ones? You know, like 2B, Pluto, and stuff.
Well, Tubi is actually getting better. They're much like faster, I think.
And Pluto, though, remember Pluto?
Pluto and Peacock are really bad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say next. Peacock.
Yeah.
It's because this one time, literally, I literally had to turn off the volume on one of the Pluto ads. You know why?
Why?
It was 1 of 9, right?
Yeah.
It was the same commercial.
No, the CW app is the worst when it comes to that.
No,
Do you think
no,
CW
no,
has
get it. No, the
was-
reason why is they will play the same commercial as every single commercial.
this one though had the 1 of 9, during commercial break,
Yeah.
and it was the same commercial 9 times in a row.
Jeez.
See, that's why I was like, that's why I was like, no, that is pretty
Wait,
bad.
what
still, right?
commercial?
It doesn't matter. I forget which one though, but it doesn't matter which commercial though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know why it doesn't, Ari?
Why?
Because imagine seeing the same commercial 9 times in a row. It doesn't matter what commercial it is.
Yeah.
I think if we're in an Ozark commercial, it would really be upsetting.
Okay. No,
Okay.
stop talking about Ozark. All right. But my my friend one time got a ad for the Lego Movie 2. It was a 4-hour ad on YouTube. 4 hours. And it was unskippable. And it was literally just a bunch of clips from the Lego Movie 2. And it would play this song gonna get stuck inside your head.
Oh, that was great.
Now stuck inside your, and this would play that for like 4 hours.
Yeah, no, you can skip it. You could skip it.
Some of them you can't.
For that one you can. You just had to listen to 4 hours and 59 minutes of it. Then you can skip it.
Wow. So anyways, we're off track here. Let's get back on track talking about Better Call Saul. Do y'all have anything else kind of interesting that y'all want to bring up about the episode? We didn't really get.
Remember, like when they say, like,
no. What about the scene with Chuck?
Did you guys like catch the joke at the end though? Did you guys check the joke at the end though?
What joke?
When they were when her were talking, and then they say, yeah, I got my sentence knocked down, and they go, from what? And then he goes, and then she goes like, what? I heard you doing 87 years, and he goes, 86 now.
Oh, wow, I didn't catch that.
Wait, I don't get it.
Okay, it's because like he said like he got a sentence cut down, right?
Yeah.
By 1 year.
Oh,
okay.
See, because like he says, she goes like, I thought you're doing 87 years, then he goes like 86.
No. You got the quote all wrong. It was she said, why did you do that? You had 7 years.
Okay.
And then he was like, and then he said, she said, now you're up to 86 years and all that stuff. And it's like they were having a conversation like that. The only joke that was made during that scene was where he's like, it's 86 years, but hey, on good behavior, like he's like, with good behavior, implying maybe it could go down.
What do you guys though think about like the whole like the whole like card thing, about like when she says like my Albuquerque bar card does not have an expiration date.
I don't remember that. Interesting.
It's when in the jail, like when they said like, Mr. McGill, your lawyer's here, and it was Kim, and he goes, how are you able to do that? And then she says, my Albuquerque bar card does not have an expiration date.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well,
to quote Jimmy, you're damn right.
I thought you were quoting Kim's boyfriend there for a second with the yep.
No. Saul quotes Walter White in Better Call Saul. He says, "You're damn right."
Speaking of Walter White, let's talk about that scene. Walter White, he pops up in this episode, and like, what were they kind of doing? like why were they there? Like I don't remember. Like
Remember the
Dude,
scene where they had to go
dude,
fix the
At
RV
the end of
again?
Breaking Bad, when they're living in the basement of the Robert Forster.
that's at the end of Breaking Bad. Oh,
Yeah.
yep. I know. I remember now what you're talking about. Yeah.
Why else would they be bunkmates? You think they just did that for fun? They're best buddies.
Yeah. Oh, they are best buddies. You know, who
Saul.
knows? They could have been like, you know.
I
Saul, you
loved
lose?
watching though him
Saul,
getting
one
excited.
more round in 2K, please.
I loved watching Saul get excited about the law. You know, when like this, he was like this. There's a patent thing. You should sue them for patent fraud.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was a really interesting conversation. Really great scene. Do you guys prefer the Jesse scene last time or this Walter scene?
This Walter.
I don't know.
It's because while the Jesse scene was shorter, it was really good. It was really good. But I think I prefer this because it's like Walter, at least Bryan Cranston, he doesn't really age. He still looked like Walter
Okay,
White.
he aged.
And okay, I mean, but it's not as nearly as noticeable as Aaron Paul. Like, I don't think it is. I don't think it's as noticeable as Aaron Paul. So,
Yeah, I don't agree with. I love him, but he's definitely aged.
like, no, I agree with you. He's aged. I'm just saying that Aaron Paul is like a lot more noticeable.
I guess.
But
So
it's just,
what you're saying is you're just a Jesse hater, bitch.
no, I love Jesse. I'm just saying that like it's just I think that's why I would give the one up to this scene. It's just because it's like
Sure, Jess.
it's just because it felt like when you were watching Jesse's scene, it felt like I was watching like a much older Jesse, like talking to Kim. I was like, you just look like way.
Yeah, he did.
At least like with Walter's scene, that scene would be in the final season, right? Because they were living in Robert Forster's basement around the final season. So,
The Jesse one would it be before Breaking Bad?
I think so.
No.
Like right before. Oh no, it would be.
No, I think it was like right before Breaking Bad.
How could
Right?
it be though? No, it's because remember he meets Kim outside the law office, so he knew where Saul worked.
But it was
He
his.
knew where Saul worked before they met Saul.
Yeah, it was his. It was his.
It was his idea.
Because it was his old meth partner that was meeting Saul. I think that
No, Ross. When Saul first shows up in Breaking Bad, Jesse's the one who tells Walt about him.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was.
It's been a while since I've seen Breaking Bad. It's been almost 10 years, so.
Yeah. Well, hey, you need to rewatch it.
Hey, do you know what Jesse though dressing like that as an old man makes me think about?
What?
The Grown Ups 2 meme.
Which one?
Hey kids, I'm hip.
Oh, that. Yeah, I understand that.
That one.
Or does it remind you of 69mega.com? Fill life with emotions. Find love.
Oh, with emotions. Okay.
Yes.
I get the picture.
With emotions. We know what it's talking about there. So, I guess we can get into my favorite segment now. Because we're not going to, unfortunately, do a prediction segment this time.
No, we can talk about how in the Chuck scene.
Oh my God.
There's
Because we've been watching the show, right?
Yeah.
I haven't checked the news, but a breaking thing just happened.
What?
A person finally made a person, in the Hollywood industry finally made a statement. Ezra Miller made a statement.
That has nothing to do. That has nothing
I
to
know.
do with Better Call Saul.
No, we have to talk about it.
We can talk about it after the stream. This has nothing to do.
No. What did they say?
Later. Sorry about that.
No, that's important.
Yeah. Well, it's not important to this stream. This stream is
yes.
So don't bring up just random, unless it ties into Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I get it. Sorry about that.
So since we have no more predictions,
I wish we did though.
Here's what's going to happen segment anymore. It's sad. It's unfortunate. We can talk about our Saul good moment or moments.
No, are we not going to talk about what happened in the Chuck scene?
We did.
Oh well, we mentioned Chuck showed up, but we didn't talk about what.
But we didn't talk about the scene. How basically he's just, you think he's being nice to him and actually trying to connect, but then he's just trying to get him to stop being a lawyer.
Yeah, and what was that with the book? They zoomed in on the book, and
that's the book that he was reading while he died.
Okay.
That was them telling him that.
Did you see the title of the book though?
By the way, did y'all notice? Speaking of Chuck, did y'all notice the little subtlety that Peter Gold used in the court scene with Jimmy?
What?
When he's talking about Chuck specifically, literally, like, you know how they are. They don't just randomly do things.
Wait. What did they show?
I'm about to talk about it. When he's talking about Chuck, specifically Chuck, they show that exit sign, and it's from that point of view of the exit sign. And you hear the whirring of the electricity.
Oh shit!
And I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, because I love the book though, because I love the book though.
Wait, what? War of the Worlds?
No, it wasn't War of the Worlds.
No, it wasn't War of the Worlds he was reading.
What was it?
The Time Machine.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they talked about the time machine, you know, like, would you use a time machine, you know, in the scene with Walter and Saul.
And Mike.
And Mike, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Too.
Well, I think it was right before he died, or maybe it wasn't.
By the way, this is like...
No, I don't think it was. No, that wouldn't make sense.
Speaking of Mike, I was still technically sort of right. That
sure.
Because I said that we were not going to have any more scenes in the Saul timeline, but I'm still technically right, because what I was referring to was we're not going to have any advancing of the story going forward in
no, you weren't right, because there was.
But those were flashbacks though. Those are.
But it's still a scene during the Saul timeline.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. We have like 2 to 3 episodes.
Not seen yet.
Wait though. Like, we actually have like 2 or 3 episodes of it. So like everything is a flashback, so it doesn't really count as being part of the timeline.
Yeah,
but it is. So.
I mean, no, it's part of the time period. Like, it's part of the timeline. But like, I was talking about, we're not going to have, like, you're not going to see Gus pop up wondering, like, after the events of, you know, or during the events of Breaking Bad and all that stuff, and him trying to figure out what to do next with the Salamakas. You're not going to have like any advancing of plot like that. It's just going to be, you know.
But it still is a scene during the Saul time.
Yeah, I guess. But
how is it not?
I mean, we're not saying it's not. I'm just saying it's
okay. Then what are you saying?
Like, my thing was that I'm saying I was both kind of right and wrong, in the sense that, like, yes, it's a scene during the Saul timeline, but I was also right in the sense that we were not going to have any more advancement plotline wise of the Saul timeline. So
sure, okay, yeah.
You know, I'm just like saying.
You want a gold star?
I mean, I'm just saying our like predictions that we got right and wrong. You know.
Why don't you you're gonna turn down a gold star?
Sure, I'll take a gold star. Shove it up your ass.
Okay, here you go. Who's a good boy? What? Not you.
Not me. Who are you talking about?
Your mom.
Ah, that makes sense.
Now here's what's gonna happen.
We're not doing that segment, unfortunately, anymore. But what is you guys' Saul good moment of the episode?
Walter and Saul's conversations about regret.
That was a pretty good one.
When Chuck showed up, I actually clapped when Chuck showed up.
Yeah, when for me, I think it was when Marie showed up. We all have different shows up. Because
Oh yeah.
because whenever I saw her, I was like, wait, no, that was not. And I had to rewind it. I was like, what? I was like, yo, and I got like so excited to see Marie pop up in there. I know that
Why has she been in like nothing?
I know you're upset that Walt Jr. didn't pop up. But
No, that was offensive. That honestly, the show sucks now. No roll breakfast or bacon.
turkey bacon specifically. Isn't that what it was? Or was it like
So what is it? Coke, a crack. What is it? Well, veggie bacon.
veggie bacon? That's what it was. I remember.
You know that meme? It's because of they ate veggie bacon in that one episode, and then he said it. And so it's a scene where she's asking what he's doing. You're a drug dealer. So what drug is it? This, and instead of meth, he says veggie bacon.
She actually is in a movie this year that wasn't supposed to be very good though. It was called The Valet.
Oh, yeah, but you know what I
get
mean.
that.
Like, you don't hear about her.
Yeah, she just kind of. But I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of Breaking Bad actors you don't really hear about, unfortunately.
Same with Anna Gunn.
Yeah.
Do you know that she got death threats
Oh wow, really?
for Breaking Bad? Because apparently people think she wrote the character.
Well, I mean, that's what happened with Ramsey, the guy who played Ramsey Bolton. Apparently, the actor who played Ramsey Bolton from Game of Thrones. Apparently, he got full-on death threats, and like, I heard something, and I heard even something about how like someone showed up to his house or something like that one time, or something like that, just because they didn't want him to hurt. What was Sophie Turner character's name? Why Sansa? They didn't want to. Just because they didn't want him to hurt Sansa.
Yeah.
So I was like, really? And like he was apparently too. Every time he's in a film, like it kind of tanks because people literally now refuse to watch it just because.
Well, though, like I did watch his show. He was in a show that was really bad, though.
Inhumans, yeah, I know. It is.
Yeah, but he was actually in a movie though. I do want to see The Dirt.
Yeah, that's one I hear. Was another one of those that tanked. But Ari, do you want 69mega.com find love in your town today? So that means you can be in your town.
Now here's what's gonna happen. This is the best chicken I have ever had.
They cast okay. I'm not a fan of the cast already. You know the movie The Dirt. You know with the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly's in it. Machine Gun Kelly's in it, right?
Oh,
what's wrong with him?
And then you know who he plays though?
Who?
Tommy Lee.
That's weird. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
He just does not look like Tommy Lee at all.
But do you have something against Machine Gun Kelly?
I mean,
Ross.
I think his music's okay.
I never even heard his music. You know, he's just really weird, and then like it does not fit for him at all. You know,
why is he weird?
Well, it's a drinking blood thing. Pretty weird.
Oh, give me a break.
Would you just drink a girl's blood normally?
If it's consensual and they're not hurting each other,
Yeah,
what the fuck's the problem?
I'm saying, like, I'm not saying like they can do what they want. I'm just saying it was weird. I can say it's weird, like, because it's just
Yeah, and
abnormal.
liking the end of Ozark is normal.
Dude,
Okay, we're gonna mute him.
You literally told me to not say Ozark and Better Call Saul in the same sentence, and now you've been using it in the same sentence for like the past.
And then there's also, you know, two plus two,
things,
like drinking blood is also like really unhealthy too. Doctors do not recommend it.
Well, what if it's just once in a blue moon?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, especially it's like,
what if it tastes really good?
especially if y'all are different blood types, that could also be related.
Do you know what else is said though too though? Drinking animal or human blood can have severe health risks, including the risk of contracting bloodborne illnesses.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
then why do vampires do it?
Okay.
All right.
But, you know, I'm gonna miss this after show. You know, like it's because like this was the perfect ending. You know, like with them looking at each other.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that cat first was from like just because like when it was in the distance, I thought that was something else.
Would you say the show's a love story then, along with the courtroom drama? Because I agree it is.
I agree it is too, because the way it ends is the way it started with Kim and Jimmy. So, and I loved how he did the little gun thing that she did.
Kim's boyfriend. Yep.
So, yeah, I loved how she did. How he did.
Hey, like, am I the only one who thought this? Like the scene with Jimmy, you know, like when he says, "I'm Jimmy," you know, like I'm not Saul. When the guy says, "Turn around," was anybody else expecting that to be Huel?
No, because they show it on a zoom out. Like they show everyone as it goes to Jimmy. You see the people behind him because it zooms. It's a zoom out shot.
No, what if it was Howard? What if it was Howard Hamlin?
But I do wish we got to see Hugh again. Like it's kind of weird.
And then the other guy too.
See who?
Hugh from Breaking Bad. I wish we got to see him again, or as some people would call him, Huelander. So there you go. Yeah, I do wish.
What if Hugh showed up with a time machine?
Hugh was actually in one of the best episodes of the series too. I mean, of both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. He was in one of the best ones.
Yes.
Which one is that?
The Battery.
The Battery.
Yes.
Wait, but that episode wasn't in Breaking Bad.
No. I said with Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Are you talking about chicanery?
Oh, okay.
Yes, you know, like where they slip the battery inside a truck.
Yeah, chicanery.
Yeah, that episode.
Yeah, but Ari, I don't know the episode's names. I don't watch it every day like you.
Yeah.
Okay, fake fan.
But
ain't nobody got time for that.
With that said, do y'all have any other thoughts?
Final predictions?
I wish.
Hey, we could try predicting what we believe Vince Gilligan's next show will be, besides Interview with a Vampire.
I have no idea.
A Jar Jar Binks spinoff, but it's part of the Breaking Bad universe.
Oh my god! All right, so
I got an idea. And I'm joking though. Okay, like you remember the show, like you know how they always had like Flintstones kids and Muppet babies.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad babies.
Okay.
Then, like, you know,
I think you should be muted now.
No.
It would be called Breaking Babies.
Do you know like who should play Thumper as a kid though? Then the kid from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I could see that. So, with all that said, if we don't have anything else, I think we've pretty much covered the episode. You know,
yeah,
pretty much everything that's happened this episode.
No, you should have quoted Gus and said, "Is there anything else you wish to say?"
I will say, do y'all think that I get that she is in Nebraska or whatever, but or a different part of town, but like, do you guys think that Carol Burnett's character should have been in court because of her doing the call? Like,
I think that she just didn't care. Like, she didn't want to see him again.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. But that was yeah, we got like a kind of a short encounter with her. I already heard one person kind of complain about this episode, saying that they just kind of use this as cameo palooza, and it was
And
like
wait, as what?
cameo palooza.
No, it's
And
not.
it's like because you get Chuck.
If it was cameo
you get-
Palooza, Flynn would have showed up. Skylar would have showed up. Heel would have showed up. Ted Beneke would have showed up. Walt's mom, who we never saw, would have showed up.
Yeah.
Wasn't Ted in a wheelchair though too?
No, he couldn't even move. I don't think.
Yeah, he was like practically paralyzed. I think if I remember correctly. Now he might have gotten out eventually, but but stuck in a wheelchair. But I don't know.
What if they did a Ted Beneke spinoff?
No, wasn't that a little bit comedic though? The way that happened to Ted, when I first saw it, I couldn't help but laugh.
Yes, it was hilarious.
Oh, speaking of laugh, I do want to mention that. So the part when Saul Gene, I think he's Gene at that time, was having his insane laugh he was doing in the cell and everything.
Joker.
People have got to put that and the laugh of Walter side by side. When Walter's just laughing after Skylar says she gave the money to Ted. I thought you were going to
say something else.
No,
I thought you were going to say put his laugh in the Joker scene in the Batman.
Oh, well, I mean, you could do that too, but I think just because they're Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul and they're both the shows that connect, I think that would make more sense.
I gave it to Ted.
No way. Yeah, that scene was
Ow!
What?
That hurt my ear.
That was a loud.
What hurt your ear?
The loud ding of your phone.
Oh, fuck off.
I remember though, who was this? Okay, I'm looking up one of the Breaking Bad actors. I don't remember. I remember him on there, but I don't remember who he played exactly. The guy's name was Getz.
Getz?
Yeah.
I have
What's that's actual name is Getz?
Yes. Okay. They say he was he was the cop who busted Badger.
Wait, is that his name is actually Getz? Because I don't see it on IMDb.
According to the Breaking Bad Wikipedia.
Is that actually his full name? No, that's a character. I'm asking about the actor.
DJ Qualls.
Yeah, what about him?
Yeah, I forgot that. I thought that he was one of Jesse's friends.
No, he's the cop that busts Badger. Wait, who did you think he played?
I thought he would have fit in as one of Jesse's friends really well though.
I think that right there. I think those were the two that were missing the most out of this episode. Is that you did not get to see Skinny Pete or Badger pop up in this episode.
Why did you have to?
Because they're Skinny Pete and Badger. That's the reason why.
See, and tell me he would not have fit in as one of Jesse's friends too.
He's skinny.
Sure, but he doesn't really look like one of his friends.
No, I'm saying though, he would have fit as one of them.
You're saying he could be one of his friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I can see that. Especially in that.
I understand science. 2 + 2 is 9.
Okay, Jesse.
No, it is.
That was funny though. That was funny though that Walter was kind of giving Saul a science lesson.
Oh no, we need to talk about that. Walt was being a fucking heartless scumbag, like for real. Like he says to Saul, "You would be the last person I was have be my lawyer."
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, so that's why you're this way."
Yeah.
Like,
No. He said, "Well, you've always been this way." I'm like,
but yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Especially
What
like
is-
there, seeing that coat.
I mean, well, because it would be around the final season, right? So if it was around that time, he pretty much became the villain around that
Watching
time.
Saul though,
So
get almost like getting like turned on by the law was one of the funniest things of the series.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like when he was like this, he was telling Walter, "You've got to like sue them for copyright infringement law."
I also loved seeing his suit that he wore into court. Am I the only one though that thought that like it would have been cool to see his suit be in color? Only because
Wait, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I said,
Yeah.
am I the only one that thought it would have been cool to have seen Saul's suit in color?
Oh
when
yeah,
he's
I
in the
thought
courtroom?
all the Gene stuff was gonna be in color.
Did you
You
guys
thought,
see the
you
very
thought all the
end of
Gene
the episode
stuff
though?
was going to be in
After the
color?
tribute,
Yeah, no, in this episode, in the finale,
Why
Did
would
you
they
guys-
change the color of it though?
because in the trailer it was in color.
Which, by the way, they never actually showed that scene in the episode. Did you know this?
Did you guys see the very end though of the episode when they after they said goodbye? Oh, okay, in the closet. You know how it showed all of his suits in the beginning?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Did you see
That
that,
was-
Ari?
What else did it show in there?
The last thing they showed was the Albuquerque prisoner's uniform,
Oh,
and it said "Thank you."
Yeah.
okay.
It was really great. And then I think
Yes, I saw that.
we talked about it off air, but they played a little like tribute to the fans, and tribute to the show afterwards. And it had like Michael Mando, it had Patrick Fabian, it had several of the actors. Like Gus was there, Giancarlo Esposito. It had many of them talking about the series and how and just the legacy that it built, both Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and that was really beautiful to watch. And speaking of Better Call Saul, congratulations on it, like really winning a lot at the Hollywood Critics Association television awards. It racked up best drama series.
Yes, and I love the picture. The picture's iconic.
Oh, that is,
I compared it to Bong Joon-ho. Do you know how?
How?
When he had his Oscars kiss.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And hey, maybe she can do that with an Emmy this year. Who knows?
She hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, too. And then next year, Emmys, get Bob Odenkirk.
Yes, please.
Especially during the first courtroom scene.
Oh man, and please like nominate Jesse or Aaron Paul or both. For best guest actor.
I'm just worried they're gonna do that, but not nominate people who deserve it.
Yeah.
Did you guys know
like
that too?
Like I would honestly kind of think that I think the more deserving would be like to nominate why am I blanking out on the actor who plays Lalo? Help me, Ari.
Yeah, he didn't get an Emmy nomination.
But he's still eligible for next year for guest actor, technically.
Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
They're gonna give it to Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston, but not him. Well, just watch.
And then also the actor who plays Chuck is eligible now for guest.
What if they What if they even get shut out because it might be a little bit too early too for Emmys too though?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, but they're not going to, because a lot of shows premiere super early that get like nominated for Emmys. Like for example,
But no, Ross, it's again, you're not understanding the difference between film and TV.
Yes, I am. Do you know
Oh my
why
God.
though,
No, you're
Ari?
Okay, all right,
That's not
the guys,
movies
Ari,
are
Ari,
overlooked
Ari,
for that
Ari, you
reason,
started
but
it. You
shows
started it this
won't.
time. Ari, I'm muting
Do you know what?
you. All right.
Is that I'm only asking that is because like the nominations come out in July, and then it is August. So the next one, I hope it's not forgotten.
No, it's not going to be forgotten as far as nominations go, because they nominate shows that are like that premiere super early and to years before, but it's just like,
Okay,
but and the Emmys love to repeat. They love repeating nominations. So
yeah,
it's
but
gonna
you get why I'd be concerned though too, right?
yeah. I get why. It's just it's not the same as the Oscars. The Oscars, if it was the Oscars, then yeah, that would definitely.
Did you guys know that though? And you can like unmute Ari for this though. Did you guys know that like even if your character's killed off, you still receive scripts for the whole season?
Interesting.
You know how I know that?
Depends on the show.
Patrick Fabian was actually posting about it.
Also,
Yeah, but it depends. Like they're not going to do that on The Walking Dead.
See?
Oh, okay. And apparently they did not do that for the Scream TV series. I found out that
was that show awful?
It actually wasn't. The first
Haunted Hippie says that it was awful, but she loved it.
The first 2 seasons were really fun.
For me,
especially the first season. So for me, it's interesting because I enjoy everything Scream related, obviously, as you guys know me.
Yeah.
Season 3 though of Scream was the only thing Scream related I found truly atrocious. Like I mean atrocious. Like it was awful. And I was like, I only made it like 2 episodes in. I was like, I'm done. I was like, I tap out. I was like, it was so bad. It's the only Scream related thing I have felt that way about. But yeah, it's kind of
damn. The guy that plays Nacho must be pretty strong.
Why?
Look at this picture Fat Patrick Fabian posted of them.
Oh wow, he's so tiny. Oh my gosh, he's lifting up someone and he's like, looks way smaller.
Yeah, and Bob Odenkirk's tall.
He is tall, if I remember correctly.
Was Juan Carlo tall?
No, he was like kind of average height.
Actually, Bob Odenkirk's not that tall either, though.
Oh, he's not.
Okay, he's 5'9".
Wow, then Michael Mandos must be small. But yeah. So
I hope they bring him back to the MCU though.
Also, that was another one too. Ari, that did not get nominated this year was Michael Mando.
What?
Michael Mando didn't get nominated for the Emmys this year.
Just so like I hope they bring Michael Mando back in the MCU though.
They have to. Like, what the heck? They set that up, and then it's like now it's like it's so.
We don't after Morbius. We don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen there.
Dude, Morbius screwed it all up with their post-credit scenes. And why? This is off topic. Let's talk about. Let's wrap it up, and then
because it has Michael Mando. Remember?
Yeah, I know, but Morbius is off topic.
Yeah, it is.
But let's wrap it up and then we can talk all about that. So that's it, guys. The episode title, Saul Gone. It's all gone now, guys. This is it.
Michael Mando's 5'6".
Done. 5'6". Wow. Yeah. So they're actually not too far off. It's just,
what if Jonathan Banks had played Walt and Bryan Cranston had played Mike?
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Imagine the sex scenes with Mike.
You know, I bet you that's the only reason that you don't like you just like have a vendetta already against Batman v Superman. You're one of those fans because it wasn't Bryan Cranston cast as Lex Luthor.
I mean, that would have been really good.
Yeah, see.
Jesse Eisenberg could have played a good Lex Luthor. He could have. With a good script.
Yeah. Oh, the script was good.
But just like Gandalf said, but that's a discussion for another day.
I thought you were going to say just like Gandalf said, but that's just like your opinion, man. And I would have been like, what?
Oh, yeah. That was the best scene in Lord of the Rings, is when Gandalf said that. Is when they were in the bowling alley and Gandalf said, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
That was.
And then Sauron said, the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, hey, speaking of, we are going to definitely be finding more after shows to do for you guys. This is maybe it for our Better Call Saul after show, but
we'll find one because this is so much fun to do.
But we're definitely going to do like
of the She-Ra, the new Marvel show, She-Ra.
Yeah, we can do that. We can
apparently
also
it's really good.
We can also have the reviews come out already.
Yes, because there was a premiere tonight of the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let critics see that many episodes. That's basically half of the season.
No, it's not.
It's what?
It's 9 episodes.
That's all I was 13.
No, it's 9 episodes this time.
It's 9. That's basically half of the season.
Yeah.
Ross, it is. It is.
Yeah,
9.
you're right.
Yeah. Which is, hey, I mean, that's better than a big chunk of the Marvel shows where they do 6 episodes. So dumb.
But now with Daredevil, they're taking it too far and making it too long.
No, I mean 18 is you can flesh out a show really, really well.
Like like Mike, one of my favorite shows of all time was actually 18, and it didn't feel too long.
Yeah,
Which one?
This Is Us.
Yeah, This Is Us had 18 episodes this season, and it wasn't too long.
And a lot of the seasons were like past 13 episodes of like.
We'll see.
And like Bob's Burgers is 22, so they could get away with 22.
And yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of shows today just do 8 to 10, and it's just like that's just what people get used to. But back in the day, though, they used to do a lot.
I feel like more it is though. Actually,
what?
Don't we have to
drama?
Yeah,
we're talking about episodes though, So
yeah, we're
but
going to.
Dramas are usually 8 to 10.
But one of the next after shows we will be doing for you guys is House of Dragon. So,
which I will be watching that. Yes.
So
I heard it's better than Breaking Bad and
because like there's an Outlander actor who's actually in House of Dragon.
I've not seen Outlander, but my mom watched like the first 8 episodes, I think, something like that, 6 episodes.
It's either really. I haven't watched it either, but my mom and dad both said how good this guy is.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't watch Outlander, so I don't know who that would be. So there you guys have it. So yeah, we're gonna definitely do more of these for other shows, but for right now, this is a goodbye to the after shows just for temporarily, and also it's a goodbye indefinitely for this after show of Better Call Saul. So this is definitely fun. I enjoy doing every one of these for you all.
I loved it, guys. It was sad though seeing you guys.
Same. It was sad.
Yeah, too. It's the guy that plays like Dwalin. Remember the dwarf Dwalin? And then like he also played King Atlantin.
Yeah, I mean, I know who. Like, if I saw the trailer, maybe
to like do you remember the movie Creed?
Because I've never seen Outlander, so I don't know.
Oh no! I'm just saying, he's in House of Dragon, and like, Creed?
Yeah,
Creed's manager. He's the one that's going to be in House of the Dragon.
Okay. I think I know who that is.
The one that kind of looks like Davos from Game of Thrones.
The only manager I know Creed had was Rocky.
No. You know, he played pretty. You know, the other fighter's manager.
Oh, he played
This guy.
manager. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's in House of the
Yeah.
Dragon, which I'm excited about. He's a great actor.
Okay.
But my mom
Ross,
though
do you
did
think
actually
he's
bring up
better
a thing
than
though.
Breaking Bad?
My mom though actually did though, and I like bring up a flaw though in the trailer for the House of the Dragon though.
What?
You know, the little girl, right?
Yeah.
My mom was like, people are gonna get confused and think that's Daenerys.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see that. But
Yeah, let's end the
yeah, we're gonna end this for now. It was. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting, and thank you for to Vince and Peter Gold for this amazing show. Thank you for.
And this has been our
this
most viewed
universe.
videos, right? A series of videos, I mean.
So at least, yeah, like for us, probably since our 12 Days of Chucky, probably since that, as far as a series of videos go. But yeah, so thank you all for that, and then thank you to Vince and Peter for giving us such an amazing world and amazing universe to really grab hold to. An amazing show. I've loved every single second of these. It's the perfect trilogy. So
Let me tell you though something too, okay?
what?
I don't want any more Breaking Bad for now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 15 to 20 years I'd be open to seeing more.
I'd be open to it, yeah. But if it
Not
does,
right now though. Not right now.
No, not right now. No. But if it does end here, this is a good spot to end it. Definitely. So maybe I'll do it in the future, maybe won't, but this, at least for right now, thank you, Vince, thank you, Peter, and thank you to everyone involved with this show and with Breaking Bad and with this whole universe. And thank you to Gus Fring himself, Giancarlo Esposito, for signing
Which
the
you
show.
met him, huh?
That's why I'm just giving that last shout out there. Yeah, that'll be it for tonight. We will see you all in the next video. And until next time, better call Saul. Or better call Wolf. Oh, there you go. That is